Good afternoon, my loves. Welcome to Maverick Baking and welcome to another episode of Desserts of the World. In this series, we are trying to bake a dessert or sweet treat from every single country in the world from the comfort of our own kitchens, or, as far as we can get with the resources we have. But small talk aside, let's get into where we are traveling to with our taste buds today. Let's talk Morocco. Vibrant, colorful, delicious. This North African nation is famed for its tea culture, its breathtaking desert landscapes, and its beautiful cities. Due to its very busy history, it's seen more peoples and populations than many other parts of this planet ever has. In modern-day Morocco, you can still see native Berber influence, you can see Arabic influence, and you can still see some very early European influence. It's one of those countries whose cuisine could hook me in against my will, and, I'd just accept, I'd be happy about it. This country appears to have mastered somehow fruits, vegetables, meats, grains, herbs, and spices all at once, and there's not many places in the world that can do that. It has taken, it has given, and it appears to have been pretty well fed for most of that time. And today we are digging into a proud piece of Moroccan heritage. We're talking about Meskouta. From what I understand from the perspective of an almost entirely uncultured foreigner, Meskouta is one of those cakes that seems to exist in one form or another in every single family or household. You'll find all kinds of variations and versions of this dessert, but it's one of those that just seems to unite people over the simple pleasure of a slice of cake. My favorite flavor of unity, personally. Meskouta is a soft, simple, fluffy cake that can be served either on special occasions or just as a nice little snack at tea time. It appears to normally be baked in either a standard loaf tin or a kind of bunt style tin, those round ones with the kind of hole in the middle, and is most often scented and flavored with sweet African vanilla or those heady Mediterranean citrus fruits. The version you see before you today makes use of some stunning Sicilian clementines, oranges, the little ones, I never remember the name, that are in season here in Italy today, but would be just as delicious with some winter lemons or the most affordable bottle of vanilla extract you can get your hands on in the supermarket. Similarly, you'll also see kind of variations on the actual base recipe of Meskouta. Many are made with yogurt, some also cleverly kind of measure the remaining ingredients using the then empty yogurt pot afterwards, which I love, while others tend to use kind of fruit juice like the orange or lemon juice from the oranges or lemons they take the zest or the peel from. As I opted for the flavor of orange or clementine, putting their juice to good use made sense. This cake is one that, if I may say so, is kind of deceptively delicious. It appears pretty standard, it appears relatively plain, but will undoubtedly have you returning for a second slice. It's soft, it's light, it's moist, and it harbors that kind of perfect balance of sweet while also being nice and subtle. You can enjoy it as an easygoing dessert, a nice kind of little snack, or even a very fancy breakfast with some Moroccan style tea. With just a few pretty standard ingredients and about an hour of your day, you too can have this marvelous Meskouta on your table. Let's make it. Before making your Meskouta mixture, it makes sense to look at which tin you're using. Like I said, this is typically made in a kind of bunt round tin with the hole in the middle, or in a standard kind of big loaf tin like I used. Then you're going to want to get yourself just a nice big mixing bowl and crack in a few eggs, and then get ready to add your sugar. You can use either granulated or caster sugar. Just make sure to then unleash the entire week's worth of stress with your whisk upon these ingredients. For about 2 minutes before pouring in some lovely extra virgin olive oil. You can also use vegetable, but for the best flavor, color, and Moroccan vibes, olive oil is your pal here. Before looking out some flour, baking powder, and bicarbonate of soda, then adding the zest and the juice of your gorgeous citrus fruits. Otherwise, this is where you would normally add your yogurt instead. Then you want to pour in those dry ingredients and just give it a very gentle, caring, loving little whisk just to bring everything together. The mixture should be just combined into a nice, light and airy looking liquid cake mixture. Now, just make sure to rub some olive oil over that loaf tin or bunt tin, put in some greaseproof paper with a bit of overhang for easy removal, and pop it to just peacefully bake in the oven until golden, risen and feeling springy to the touch. When it's ready, a knife or skewer inserted into the center should come out nice and clean. And once cooled down, feel free to pour over some kind of sugar syrup or just dust over some lovely icing sugar like I did, before then just simply slicing and serving. That's it. No faffing around with icing, no more faff about decoration. This truly is that simple and satisfying at the same time. That tender, moist, fluffy cake crumb. I promise you, you will be having more than one slice of this. Hope you guys love this one as much as we have.